Thank you very much. Good morning, Coach Viator. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. For a reminder, members of the media on the line, please press star 1 at this time on your telephone's keypad to get in the queue for questions for Coach Viator of ULM. Coach, before we get started with that, your thoughts on last week's game against the Raging Cajuns?
That was a really big win for us, and great football game, very, very competitive, and, we were fortunate to win, in double overtime. But, give the Cajuns credit. Came back from 21 down, and in the last 8 minutes of the game to tie it up, I think showed a lot of resolve, a lot of character on their part, and I think our kids did also to come back in overtime, in the 2 overtimes and be able to win the game. So we're excited about that, and, and hopefully we can build on that because we'll need to this week. And playing Coastal Carolina, had a lot of good football players, and watching them and, what they do offensively, certainly it creates problems. And especially the first 2 weeks against UMass and against UAB, they're really almost unstoppable, really, when they were on schedule. And watching them, to go out and score 38 points on a team in UMass that held Tennessee to 17 this last week. We know the firepower that they have, and we know the difficulty in defending the style of offense they're running. Abercrombie is a really good football player and has been for a while, and really been impressed with their wideouts and their ability to get down the field. So that'll be a challenge. And defensively, they have athletic guys that can rush the passer and can play you man when they need to play you man. So this will be a huge challenge for us, and hopefully we can have the same energy, have the same focus, and be as prepared to play as we were last week, and we'll have to be this week to have a chance.
Coach, what does your defense have to do to kind of slow down their running game?
They force you to play assignment football, and they're really they force you to make one-on-one tackles, and that's just with the style they do, and they force you to have to tackle the guy, have to play the quarterback. They start bringing the guys in motion, and having to have a guy for the pitch man and all that. So it really focuses you, makes you be very, very disciplined in terms of what you're doing, and you better have your eyes in the right spot and to see the right keys and see things. So it's a really good offense. It's tough to defend, and it's tough to defend because it's really hard to simulate in practice. So I think it starts in practice. Our practice squads will have to do a good job in trying to give our defense the best look that it can, because it's not something that we face every day, obviously.
Coach, what did you obviously Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week was Caleb Evans from your team. What did you see from him last week?
He just really thought, played a really good football game. He made some big plays with his legs, but I thought he, 28 to 34 is obviously very, very good, but I was really impressed with his decision-making from the start really to the end of the game. It seemed like he really made good decisions, and it seemed like he was really in control of our offense. And, Caleb's still a young guy. I think that was his 6th game to start, or 6th or 7th game to start, so hopefully he'll continue to get better. But I was impressed, really. Physically, he's gifted, but I was impressed with the way he handled himself in the game and the way he ran our offense.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it, as always.
Thanks for having me.
All right, thanks again. And again, that was head coach Matt Viator of ULM. The Warhawks head into this Saturday with a game against Coastal Carolina. Game will kick off at 6 p.m. Central Time and will be on ESPN3.